Hey everyone, I just thought I would post another video, post procedure. I had my catheter put in, which, let me see if I can show you it better if I set it like this. That's how it goes into my body. And then these are how they actually connect the lines and how it goes. It goes up into the tube, into my body. Which, yeah. I gotta say, I was shocked that the procedure didn't hurt me more than it didn't hurt as bad. I thought it was going to be really bad and I was going to be in a lot of pain, but it wasn't. After they numbed me up and I got, I calmed down, it wasn't so bad because they give you something to calm me down. And it tastes like cherry diamond tap, and for those of you who have ever had cherry diamond tap or had to take it a lot as a child, you'll understand why I was like, it's gross. My sister, Nikki, who, she was actually more worried than I was about it. I was worried, but not so much worried as I was, I was thinking, I'm going to be awake and they're going to be sticking this crap in me. It's different from like a shot or an IV. But actually, it's a lot like getting one of those permanent IV lines in your arm. It's just bigger, a little more painful. They give you lidocaine to numb you up, the area around it up. And once that stops burning and sets in, trust me, it's nowhere near as bad as you think it might be. Or at least it wasn't for me. But then again, I kind of have a high pain threshold because I've had to, especially these past few weeks with the surgery and everything. Which I'm going to put pictures up. Put up the picture we took. I think it was like 6 or 7 days after my surgery. But it's of my back and of you can see the incisions, and it looks a lot better now than it did then. I just haven't gotten around to getting a picture of it yet. I don't know, I've been so busy with everything else, I forgot to do it. I wanted to, you know, show the stages of healing, but, oh, and I haven't said anything in the other videos, but I have developed molting. My skin, for some reason, has just all started peeling off of me. This has happened since I had my surgery. It started, like, not long after my surgery, my back started itching really bad, and I couldn't figure out why. And when I finally could get up, they opened up, could see my back, and my mom said that there was just all this, like, scaly dead skin. And it's now, like, spread to my legs. Before the surgery, it was on my hands, but it's gone away from my hands. It's on my feet and my legs and my back now. And it itches really bad. I mean, like, you want to scratch it all the time, but I can't maneuver my hands quite that way yet. I'm getting better. I can walk a little further now. Every day it gets a little easier to get up. Thanks to my dad and my stepmom, I have a new air conditioner in my room, which is a lot more cleaner than one I had. We're trying to make my room like a sterile, kind of like a hospital room, but in my own environment. So that that can be the place that we change my dressings, where I go if I need to get away from everybody. Uh, you know, just in general, a space that's just mine. Because I know I'm going to need that. Uh, Living with your grandparents, your mom, and your sister, you do need it, trust me. Uh, I also wanted to thank my Aunt Bobby, who has been with going with us to appointments and helping us run around and paying for things. And I could never repay you for everything you've done. You've always been like a second mother to me. And I mean, I could never repay you for everything you've done. The doctor did tell me last time that, and I didn't know this, but they're more worried about your own natural bacteria when you have chemo making you sick than other people. Now, granted, other people can make you sick, but they worry more about your own bacteria making you sick. Which I didn't, I didn't know that. I know we have bacteria when we get infections. A lot of times, it's our own bacteria. There's too much. It's making too much, and it causes us to get sick. But I thought it was mainly other people, and I'm glad I didn't get a flu shot because I was going to, but I called the nurse before I did, and she told me no because your white blood cells, which is what fights infections, drop so low when you first get chemo that she said I would get really sick, and just to not do it. So I'm glad I asked before I did that. It's another thing. Always ask. If you don't know, ask, or if you're wondering, ask. They have no problem answering questions. And, I know a lot of people are afraid to ask people questions, but I'm not. If there's something I really want to know, like I ask about having kids, is this going to affect that in any way? And they told me it might, but that more than, I don't foresee there being a problem, but they said that, it's a possibility. But, I wanted to know all the side effects I could have, which we're going to go more into that tomorrow when I go to the doctor and start my chemo. Which I'm not afraid of. The scary part's over, which was getting this port in, and now the process of taking my medication. And I have to carry around a backpack for like 4 days that has a continuous. It gives me chemo continuously, and then there's another one that I have to take that it's 2 days, and then another one is only 1 day. I don't know how they're going to give that to me yet. We'll find all that out tomorrow at the doctor's appointment. Um, and of course, still have a lot of questions I need answered, like, you know, exactly, they're gonna restage me, and I'm not getting bogged down into numbers when it comes to survival rates because it's like the doctor my mom works for said. She said, how many people of that 30 percentile that they said, uh, if it got in my lungs, have you seen live full lives? If they do what they're told. And that's the thing, I quit smoking. It's been almost 30 days since I've had a cigarette, which for me is a lot because I had a real problem with it. So yay me, it's been almost a month. And I did it cold turkey this time. I didn't use Chantix or the patches or anything. I just quit. Because I knew going in the hospital that I couldn't go downstairs. Around here you can't, in most hospitals you can't just go downstairs and go outside and smoke. You have to go across the street to smoke. And I knew I couldn't. So I decided that I was going to quit. And, it's a good thing I did. And, I'm very proud of myself to have gotten this far because it's very hard to do. Uh, if anyone told you it's easy to quit, they're lying. Or they have gung-ho willpower that I don't have. Because it's hard when because I have a lot of cousins that smoke, my sister's boyfriend smokes, some of my friends smoke. It's hard to be around cigarettes and not smoke. I want one when I smell it. And I keep hoping slowly but surely it's going to get to the point that I can't stand it anymore. It just seems like it's taking a long time. But everybody keeps telling me eventually. My dad actually smoked when he was younger, but he quit. Well, he started dipping Copenhagen. And yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's gross. And I know what you're saying. You smoke. That's gross too. Yes, I know that's gross. And I know it's bad for me. But I did it because at 16, I was dating a boy that was 19. And he smoked. And I thought it was cool, so I started smoking. And that's the honest to God truth. And I wish I never would have picked it up. Because it's disgusting. It makes you stink. People don't want to be around you. They don't want their kids around you. And see, that's something, I love kids. And for someone to tell me, you can't hold my child because you smoke, it used to hurt my feelings, but now I understand why. You got kids that are allergic to cigarette smoke. My parents lost a lot of friends because they couldn't smoke around me because I was so highly allergic to it when I was younger. And I mean, I'm the same way. Even if I had my own place and I was still smoking, I wouldn't smoke in the house because I don't want that smell constantly. I even when I was smoking, I didn't like the smell very much. And I'm finding now my room sometimes smells like cigarette smoke, and I'm trying to figure out why and clean it and get whatever it is that stinks in there out because it's not my clothes. We have, in my laundry thing, we clean that. We wash my clothes. We wash my bedclothes. I have a new air conditioner in there. I'm wondering if I need to clean my fan. And we need to clean my fan. But so to all of you that think you can't do it, the ones that have smoked longer than me, I smoked off and on from about 16 to 19, and then from 19 until 30 days ago, which was 5 years. I smoked half a pack a day. Some days a whole pack, depending on some days 2 or 3 packs, depending on what I was doing, how I was feeling, who I was around, and you know who I'm talking to. Um, but we will go on this journey together. This will be something therapeutic for me to do, and also an easy way to keep everybody updated on how I'm feeling. What the doctor said. It's easier than writing a list that's like this long, to people. So, anyway, if I feel like it tomorrow night, I will get back on here and do another one, let you know what the doctor said. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you.